Let's get some trader talk now from Michele Schneider, Director of Trading at the MarketGauge Group. Mish, retail sales are coming out today. Will that be a market driver?
Well, there are so many market drivers right now, and that's what makes this particular week, I think, fascinating, because we have a few things at play. In terms of the retail space, of course, we have that, and this is on the heels of very low consumer confidence. But also, we have a lot of retail earnings this week. And particularly when you're looking at something like Home Depot or Costco, where they have a huge workforce, that's going to be, I think, a tell. In terms of the consumers, also came out is that they are more concerned about inflation than the actual numbers suggest right now, which means, again, with retail sales, we're looking at people and their willingness to pay higher prices, and for how much longer are they expecting. So I think that's an area to watch, and certainly tied to an extremely important sector of the market. If we look at granny retail, right, through XRT, which is sitting, like so many of the other sectors, on this critical support level at around 60, while last week, consumer discretionary actually was one of the outperformers. So it's so hard to put this market into a hole, right? Because we've got all of that and debt ceiling and, Fed speak like crazy this week, and Fed funds rate being higher than CPI, which is actually a suggestion of a pause in rates. So, yeah, I think this range is really interesting. And if we hold the bottom of the range that we saw kind of last week, over the last couple of weeks, particularly in banks, the market could be looking more forward and possibly more positive.
Oh, I like how you're talking, Mish. What's your trade of the day?
Well, last week we talked about Formula One. So I just want to mention that has now gotten back into a bullish phase. And so we have a 50-day moving average that we can watch here as kind of a line in the sand. Full disclosure, we're already in that position. So I'm still really liking that. I'm still liking GameStop. We talked about that last week as well. I think that's something to keep an eye on if things continue to move up. And another sort of beat up stock that got an upgrade this week was Schwab. Right? So talk about, seeing if retail investors come back in. That stock may have bottomed out. It still needs to work to do, but I would look at 50 as sort of that pivotal level.
Thank you as always.
Thank you so much, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.